Hello and welcome back to the YouTube. It's been a little while, I know, but I'm back in a slightly different situation here. I thought I'd do a bit of a different video this time. So instead of taking you around with me for a day in a sort of vlog style, I thought I'd give you a bit more of an informative video today. So without beating around the bush, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you all of my thoughts, feelings, experiences of/with the on-running Cloudmonster. So I have done over 500 kilometers in these shoes now, which is a decent old whack. So I feel like I've got a good amount of sort of experience in the shoe to give some valid thoughts, valid opinions on how it performs, things that I like about it, things that I would potentially change about it. But yeah, on Cloudmonster 500k review. Let's go. Before we jump into my personal opinions, my personal thoughts, I thought I'd just give you a few numbers and stats and details provided by On. I mean, personally, this isn't something that I tend to look too much into. I know lots of people are keen for the stats and it makes quite a big difference in their choice of shoe. But for me, there's a few main factors. If it feels good, if it looks good, I'm in, essentially. So yeah, On say, this shoe weighs 275 grams. It is their sort of max cushion long run shoe. So it can really go the distance. It has a heel to toe drop. So that's basically how much higher it is here than it is here, of 6 millimeters. It is forward rolling. So as you can see, it's gonna push you off because it's kind of got that banana-y shape to the sole here. And yeah, they're sort of the main sort of stats and figures. 275 grams, a 6 millimeter heel to toe drop, forward rolling and max cushion. You can see it's quite a chunky sole, so it's got heaps of cushioning for those long runs and for spending plenty of time on feet. So in terms of what I've used this shoe for and why I chose it, I was coming away to Australia and of course I had limited bag space. So essentially I wanted a shoe that could do a little bit of everything, potentially. I wasn't 100% sure if this was gonna be it, but I'd heard great things from other people, so I thought I'd give it a go. I managed to get 50% off, which is great. Otherwise, it comes in at 160 pounds normally. So I managed to get them for 80 pounds. And long story short, it's been amazing. It's been absolutely great. Like I said, I've done over 500k in the shoe now. I've used it for easy runs. I've used it for long runs up to, I think I've done about 35k in the shoe in a single run, and then I've also used it for tempo, threshold, track sessions, literally everything, and it really has lived up to the name and performed on all bases. Things that are my personal favorite about the shoe: the out-the-box comfort. I think I remember taking this shoe for the first run back at home in the UK, and immediately I was a fan. There was no sort of pressure points or rubbing or any signs of it being uncomfortable. So yeah, that's probably the main point, is just comfort. Whether it is spending 3+ hours on feet or flying around a track at sort of top end speed, this shoe here has delivered. Secondly, like I said, I'm a fan of a good looking shoe. As you can see, they are exactly that. A very good looking shoe. I quite like this colorway. Bit of color, bit of orange, bit of gray, kind of Movement Blueprint colors, which is the company I work for. Very good looking shoe. Look nice and sort of minimalist on foot, which is quite a cool feature. Some long run shoes especially look like absolute sort of moon boots, which I'm not such a fan of. Quite a narrow shoe. I have got quite wide feet, but I haven't had too many issues. First couple of things that I'm a big fan of: the comfort, straight out the box, how the shoe looks, which is great, and then third one the responsiveness. So even though this is a super comfortable, high cushion shoe, it still feels super responsive. You get the shoe on and you just want to go. Like, it doesn't feel like it's holding you back. You're not sort of stuck to the floor in any way. You want to pick up the pace, the shoe is more than happy to pick up the pace, which for me, and wanting to use it across a range of different workouts and sessions, is amazing. So like I said, I've used this for sort of longer, easier runs, 30, 35K, where I've spent three plus hours on feet just plodding along, and it's been perfect. No blisters, no sort of hot points or anything like that. And then I also used it on the track even. I did 6x1K and it delivered. Everyone else there was in carbon shoes, Vaporflies, all of that jazz. There I was in my max cushion shoe, putting in the laps. And then in between, I've used it for sort of progression runs, tempo runs, threshold runs, everything really. And it's just delivered on all aspects. Also worth mentioning is the fact that these shoes are powered by what I'm called Cloud technology. So not only they are a max cushion shoe, like I said, so they're super soft, but they've actually got what they refer to as a speedboard within the shoe as well, somewhere in here, which definitely has a lot to do with that responsiveness I was talking about. So the combination of the max cushion and the speedboard is what gives this shoe a really unique characteristic, in that you can run super long, but you just feel like it wants to keep going, and you can run fast and you can just pick up the pace on a dime, and the shoe wants to go with you. So loving that speedboard, loving this Cloud technology. So one of On's other claims is the fact that this shoe is perfect for anything from an easy 5K or a big effort 20, as they say on their website. And to be fair to them, that is something that I can absolutely agree with. Like I've said a few times now, it has the ability to do everything, to plod along or to push along. It feels great in both senses of the word. So yeah, I've been super impressed by this shoe. I'm looking at now, I haven't really looked at this. We're 500 Ks in, so we've done quite a few Ks. The sole is holding up quite well actually. It's starting to sort of wear away here and there, but if you are aware of the main man, Will Googe, who is currently running across America, I know he's gone through a few pairs of these already. I mean, he's done what I've done in this shoe in a week, so makes sense. But like, I know for a fact his are like fully wearing away here, more from the camber of the roads I think he's running on, but yet to see any of that. Another little point, it's got a really nice sort of thin tongue, which you might think isn't the one, but it's really good, it's really nice. Another point, I'd always recommend going potentially up half a size in your UK size on this shoe. I find it with a few brands, essentially if their US 12 equates to a UK 11.5, that's my size. If the US 12 equates to UK 11, that's my size. So essentially I'm a US 12, and then whatever that is elsewhere. And then it also can vary between 46 and 47 on the EU size. But yeah, I don't really understand why companies do that. It just confuses me. In terms of anything I would change, I think first one would probably be the laces, which I know I can change, but I just haven't. They are quite thin, and if you don't quite do them up right, they do sort of pinch a little bit on the top of my foot, in here especially, and they're super long, which is good if you do the runner lace. But yeah, potentially the lace is just something a bit nicer, a bit thicker. But honestly, other than that, I really don't think I'd change much. I plan on doing a good few more Ks in these, and then I'll probably just replace them with another pair. They're definitely good for at least the rest of my trip here in Australia, and maybe I'll grab a pair when I get back into the UK. But yeah, for now, they're going strong. Got a couple weeks to go till my Ultra Trail Australia. I've just spent the last 2 weeks sort of mini rehabbing a little niggle in my foot, but touch wood, everything is okay now, and we can run into the race feeling good, going strong, and see what we can do come race day. But then, so these have got a few more miles in them yet before then, and then definitely afterwards as well. So that's everything from me on the Cloudmonster. I hope it was informative. I hope you like this different sort of style of video. I'm trying to keep consistent with this stuff, because I genuinely do really enjoy it, but it does just require a lot of time and a lot of planning, and things have just been a bit hectic recently with the injury, trying to figure that out. Everything with online coaching is booming and going really, really well. If you want to check that out, it's at The Movement Blueprint on Instagram or themovementblueprint.co.uk, I believe. I will link it down in the description. So if you're looking for any sort of structure in your training, we would love to help. But yeah, there we have it, the On Cloudmonster 500k review. If you've used the shoe, if you like the shoe, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts, how far you are into your pair, and what kind of running you've done in them. That's it from me, guys. I will be sure to catch you in the next one. If you have any sort of suggestions or things you want to see from the channel, be sure to drop a comment again, and maybe I'll do some more reviews of some other shoes, because I do love a shoe and I don't just have the one pair. So let me know if you want to see those, and much love. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will catch you again soon. Cheers, gang.